Alright, today's gonna be a sit down video again. It's been almost a month since I posted. Whatever, let's get right into the topic of the video, which is how to have unwavering self confidence. So, if a little bit of background about me is I've been in business for almost around a year now. I've seen some successes, some downfalls. I've recorded almost every single thing of whether of merit on YouTube. I've lost employees, I've lost clients, I've lost many things. I've also gained some things. And people ask me, how are you still, going? How are you, it's been a year and you're not a million, or you're not Iman Gaji, you're not Alex Hermosi, you're not, who else? Andres Cortez or some shit like that, right? And truthfully, you need to have unwavering self belief that you are going to get to the destination of where you want to be. Now, this might sound, unreasonable, or like, how it's easier for you to say, Imran, it's not that simple, and I understand it isn't that simple, but that's the point. You need to have this sort of self-belief where you truly dictate your life, right? And whether you think you can succeed or you can't, you're right at the end of the day, right? Because it all starts here. It all starts in your mindset. Like, I've a little bit backstory about me. Like, I've gotten so many people telling me that, you're gonna fail, Imran. You're not gonna succeed. And anytime I would get like a small bit of success, right, I would immediately be told, you just got lucky. Like, lightning doesn't strike twice. I remember this one person saying something like, lightning doesn't strike twice. You're being unreasonable. Just, focus on the path that we all are heading on. And truth be told, excuse me, the reason why people are telling you to take the safe option and, don't do what you're passionate about doing. By the way, this doesn't, excuse me, doesn't only correlate to business. This can be correlated to like sports and stuff, where, people are telling you to focus on the getting a stable job and finding a, stable job, stable income, etc. Work, go home, sleep, etc. Don't do what you want to do. Just, follow what society's norms are telling you what to do. And this doesn't just only apply to business. It applies to every single thing what you are passionate about, right? And the reason why people tell you this is for one simple thing. They see the image of you, or they see the image of themselves into you, and they see how they could not proceed with their passion, and instead had to go through their path. And as a result, they want to stop you, whoever it is. And if you don't believe me, just see how many people have passions. If you go up to anyone in this world and ask them what they want to do, or what they are they doing their dream job, 99% of people will say no. There might be the odd fellow who, excuse me, actually enjoys what they're doing, right? There might be the average sports player, but you're not going to meet them, because no one likes working a desk job. No one likes, bagging groceries at the store. But they all see you pursuing, your passions and stuff. And at the end of the day, they say, you know, this kid's got something that I don't. And I have to get this guy on. It's sort of primal, I guess. I guess you could say that. It's sort of like a safety net for people who want to tell others, like, be safe, don't pursue the path that you want to follow, because you could fail. Listen, me personally, right, in my life, I'd rather fail than regret not trying at all, truthfully, because after a year, even if I'm not where I'm at within a year, which me personally, I don't like including myself into, what I'm doing and like what my goals are. But like, one of my goals, my main goal is trying to hit around within the year from now. So right now I'm 17 years in, around 7 months or 6 months or so, something like that. And by the time I'm 18 and a half, I want to be at 100K a month within my business, right? And I have this unwavering self-belief that I will get to that destination. There's no question in my mind that I will be at that destination. But listening to other people tell me that I won't be at the destination only fuels me more, because I understand the psychology behind it. I know why people are telling me that, because they see me expressing my goals and my desires to hit something new every single time, and they tell themselves that you need to stop this person. And you need to have this unwavering self-belief that you're going to do it if you pursue at it. What like I have this like motto that, like, once people ask me, like, what are you gonna do when you have kids, right? Like, what are you gonna do? And My basically my idea is this: you can have your, like, when I have kids, you can have your passion, what you want to do, and I will support you, right? But if you're not doing an unreasonable amount of it a day, then I'm just going to force you to go back to the normal path, right? Because I see myself working, 12, 13 hours a day, balancing school, balancing community college classes because I'm a dual enrollment student in a if you want to get a bit personal, and not the best, fortunate place of a high school, and quite a dangerous high school at that. I'm a dual enrollment student going to a very dangerous high school, and also going to a community college, working on college classes, doing 12 to 13 hours a day on my business. I was cold calling, I'm sending outreaches, just creating videos, so much volume, and I'm working 12 to 13 hours a day, and every single day I wake up and I just get right to my desk, right? You have to have that sort of like mindset within your head. And truth be told, if that's my personality, or that's what I'll tell my kids, like, if you don't have that sort of drive within your life, I don't want you pursuing your passion. You need to be working 12, 13 hours a day. Like, you can't say, oh, I have a passion of art, and then you're only like drawing, like, for an hour a day. I literally will stop you from, pursuing your passion if you don't actually demonstrate that's your passion, right? So the more you go through the virtues and the steps that you need to get through in order to, what's the word, the steps of the stairs of something, I forgot what the word was, I heard it from some book, but the stairs of, constraints that come up when you try to pursue your passion and trying to get to the level that you want to reach. Every single time you go past those steps, you must be getting back up, going to try to go back at it every single day, and trying to become the better person, and trying to become a better version of yourself from the day prior, right? So ultimately, I guess the video idea for the title has solely kind of like, is not, I'm not kind of I kind of jumped off topic, apologies, but you must also sort of like forget about the goal. Just forget about the goal and stop. Like, for example, for me, my goal is, 100K a month by 18 and a half, right? And just completely forget about the goal and just focus on what you need to do to get there. Just detach from the goal completely. And this is truly something that you need to build inside your head. This is not something that I can just tell you and you need to just like, okay, yeah, I forget about my goal. You need to focus on the thing that will get you to your goal, not the actual goal itself. Because if you keep on focusing on the goal and what you want to be, eventually, once you don't see the results that are solely accolading after months of work, you start to lose motivation. But if you get certain moments where you're, winning while you're getting to that goal, it gets you to drive forward. And as a result, you focus more on the process and not the actual goal itself. So that's the end of the video. I was just all over the place, but I just wanted to really make this video. Also, sorry that it's super dark. Let's see if this is better, but I guess it's more lighter, I guess. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I really hope you guys enjoyed, and focus on your goals. Sorry for hitting the mic, but focus on your goals. Bye for now. See you tomorrow.